everybody, I'm the Pigglesworth. Welcome back to Sevtech Ages. I think I figured it out. I think I did it. I tried watching a few videos and I couldn't find anything, and so I decided to come back on here and start doing a little bit of just digging around. Not like digging in the ground, but just digging around, looking at different stuff, and I think I have discovered what's going on. Now, you might be asking yourself, what in the world is he talking about? What in the world is going on, Piggy? Well, I advise you to go watch the last episode to see, right at the end, where were we stuck? Where was it that I wasn't able to figure stuff out? And then you'll be able to understand what's going on. Then you can jump back over here and continue on with the episode, okay? All right, so there we go. I didn't have my notes up and ready to go, but I'm going to go ahead and jump over to those notes and take a look. So, let's see, and I didn't write down which episode it was, but one of viewer comments was J.S. Flink, and they said that another way to craft the conveyor belt, let's back this up, conveyor belt, you know, if you want to like help other people to understand the belt you're wearing, you convey your belt. Conveyor belt. Said there was a different way to craft it using leather. Look at that. I didn't click through. So I'm sitting there trying to figure out how to make it out of plastic and stuff, and look, we can make it out of leather, some iron, and some redstone dust. So now I have to decide, do I want to address this, or do I find myself running in this direction? Let's run over here real quick, because what I need to do, I need to just like figure out, do we even have 3 pieces of leather? I've got 2 pieces of dried hide and a bunch of raw hide, and I don't feel like making leather right this second because we went through that a couple episodes ago, the whole leather making process. So I might just make a bunch of leather off camera so we can address that. So that is awesome. Thank you, J.S. Flink. I don't know how I missed that, but you saved the day. I don't have to figure out how to do all this resin stuff so we can make plastics and whatnot. But this is driving me crazy. I'm like, why is this setup not working to make our stardust? So I decided, let's show recipes. And what we're going to do, look right here until we can see the stardust. I scrolled through this whole thing. There's only one recipe for it. So, oh, there it went. So I'm like, black iron ingot, rock crystal, ender dust, lapis. Black iron ingot, rock crystal, ender dust, lapis. Okay, so that all checks out. We've got that. But then I stumbled across something. I actually paid attention to the way things read. So a lesser, a common, or a greater, or a grand. Those are the only 4 you have the options of making it with. And we've got a petty. Not a Tom Petty. This Tartaric gem is not free falling unless I throw it off of a very high spot. So what we have to do is we have to figure out how to make this next level gem and then I think everything will be fine. So a lesser, common, or greater. Which one's going to be the easiest? Lesser? The lesser of 2 evils. Made from a petty. Lesser? So would common be a step up from that? Yeah, that's made from a lesser. Okay, so lesser needs petty, which we have. A shadowed gem shard. A bronze ingot. And a fermented spider eye. Okay, and this is made with a traditional Minecraft recipe. We need a brown mushroom, some sugar, and a spider eye. So let's do that. I think that's going to fix our problem. I think we're going to finally have a solution to what in the world's going on here. Now, I got to see. I think we do have sugar cane, so that's not going to be a problem. Oh, nice. Look at that. Let's do R for recipe. What is sugar cane? No, that's how... Wait. Wicker can make sugarcane? Okay. I want to see, can we make sugar the traditional method? We have to grind it. There is no crafting recipe for it, so we will have to grind that. Oh, look. That worked out. A brown mushroom. Oh, there's some more in there. Okay, so it's not as common as uncommon as I thought. And a spider eye. So that's going to get us our fermented spider eye. So it was it a lesser? We need a bronze ingot. Okay, this shadow gem shard, I think, is the only thing we're going to have to really search around for. And if I'm not mistaken, octane. Wait, do we have bronze in here? Molten iron, molten bronze. There we go. And we need a bronze ingot. Okay. All right, we got this. We'll get this all figured out. Okay. That cooled off very quickly. I'm sitting there going, how did that just appear there? Did we already have that in there? But no, that was just ignore old piggy. Okay, so let's run over here. We're going to grind up this sugar cane so we can get some sugar going. And then I have a few places where I think these shards might be. If worse comes to worse, we can just go over to our... I can't remember the name of that dimension now. There is that fighting dimension. And we got a mob farm over there. And I think one of those shards are going to be over there. So we'll just keep waiting. There we go. We got some sugar. So we can go ahead and make a fermented spider eye. We got that. We've got one of these. We got one of these. So a shadow gem shard. I really want to say that we've got some of those laying about. So shadow gem shard. So let's just go rifling through all the different chests we got laying around here. I'm almost certain it's not going to be over here because the last time we kind of messed with that stuff, we didn't even have that storage out there. We were still over here doing all this. No, no, no. 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 No, piggy. No. Not allowed. There's that. That's not going to matter, though. So we could grind up one of these if we have to. There we go. Shadow fragment. Shadow gem shard. Is that what we need? I think so. Let's just back it up. Click that. Shadow gem shard. Awesome. Okay, so now we might actually have everything we need to do this. And all this is going to do is let us finally make one star metal dust stuff. Why is all that locked in there? Oh, our inventory's completely jacked up. That's why. Okay, so let's clear out a little bit of space. Let's go ahead and turn off that filter. That's why everything was all grayed out. Okay. And we'll remove all of this. Wait a minute. Okay, so let's see here. The lesser of two evils. Okay, and you can use a demonic will to do it, and we have one of those still. So let's do that. Let's just place all these pieces in here. Like I said, I don't know if this is shapeless or not. Let's find out. We definitely have these two, I think, swapped. Yep, they're swapped. And let's just see what happens. Is that working? Why is that not working? Does it have to have a certain amount? No? Okay, so bronze, shadow gem shard, petty, and a fermented spider eye. Petty, fermented spider eye. That won't let us do that. So for some reason it's not working. Does this thing only work at night? Is that what's going on? I don't know. I don't know if time or time of day actually affects this or not. And I think the last time that we put something in here, didn't it just automatically go ahead and start crafting? Let's do that. That. Does this maybe have to have something in it? See, I don't think so. I think this will convert it. And they're all empty. See, that's empty. I don't get it. I thought we had this figured out. Let's just make absolutely sure. A petty tartaric gem. Petty. Sir, you're supposed to be free falling. I'm free falling. All right, fine. We're just going to go over here and see if we can figure out this conveyor belt. That's all there is to it. We're just going to convey our condolences and move on. So, let's see here. What do we have? What do we have here? We've got this and that. Dried hide. Oh, wait, that's weird. I thought there was more dried hide in there than there wasn't. Okay, so we need, I think it was 3 pieces of leather, not covery. Conveyor belt. Scroll that over. Pigment leather, boiled leather. Oh, boiled leather. How do you make that? Is that, okay, that's leather. Maybe boiled leather is something different, not boiler. R for recipe. It's like it won't even give me a recipe for it. So we have to do leather. From wet tanned hide, from dried hide. And I've got raw hide. So I need 2 more pieces. Not boiled leather. That's the only other stinkerish thing about this. Sometimes I wish that it would not give you the option if you couldn't craft it. Like, don't even show me that it exists. So wet tanned hide, dried hide, from salted hide that comes from raw hide. Okay, so 1 piece of salt and 3. See, we'll figure this out. We'll remember how to do all this. 1 piece of salt. Kapow! And 1 more piece of hide. Kapow! And then give it a good stir. Yeah. We're cooking raw hide. I don't know anybody would want to eat that. The salted hide might actually be a little tasty. So, what is it? Do we let this stuff? Yeah, it's got a progress bar. So while that is drying, let's go ahead and go back through and remember what in the world we were supposed to be doing with this. So once it's been salted, it'll be dried. And once it, no, back up. Once it's been dried, we need resin. So do we have resin, or are we going to have to make some more? Are you resin? Awesome. Okay. Let's go ahead and fill. Are you already out of water? Oh my gosh. That was quick. We used up water way quicker than I thought we would in that, but okay. All the remedial menial tasks. We got this. Let's just go ahead and like top everything off at the same time. So it's nice, barrel, that you hold on to water, but I don't think you hold on to water as much as you think you hold on to water. And we'll cap that off. There we go. So where are you at? Now here's what's interesting. In Vanilla Minecraft 1.14, they've introduced a whole bunch of new blocks, and one of them's called a barrel block. And I wonder if it's going to work the same way as this. That maybe they're introducing a new way of crafting things that's going to be a little bit more... Like there's different crafting benches. Maybe you'll only be able to make your tools on a tool crafting bench, your armor on an armory crafting bench, something like that. And they have like, instead of a furnace, they have a thing called a smoker. Maybe you'll be able to smoke meats instead of putting them in a furnace. Like maybe it's going to be a more tedious way of crafting stuff. I don't know. Or maybe they're opening up for a whole new system of crafting things. I don't know. But I do know they have a barrel option. Maybe barrel will let you transport more liquids into it instead of a whole bunch of buckets. That could be cool. So 1, 2, 3 pieces of dried hide. And it's a piece of resin. I think this is supposed to work. And this should give us wet tanned hide. Wet tanned hide. And then from there, I think we dry that, and that will give us leather, right? Wet tanned hide. Nice. An industrial drying unit. How do you make that? Machine blueprint from modular machinery. I don't even know that we've opened up modular machinery yet. Well, that was weird. There was a, did you see that? It's like a orange. This. Structure preview. Oh my gosh. What in the world? What does that do? Clicking on that does nothing. Sneak to freeze the current view. Oh, cool. He's happy? Happier? Happiest? Then he goes away. I don't even know what that is. That, okay, yeah, I get the feeling that we're not even close to using that mod yet. Only halfway there. There we go with those Bon Jovi fans again. You can go ahead and just sing at the top of your lungs. So let's go ahead and just put all this junk back for now. We won't need it. We'll be back later for you. And you are about to help us make a conveyor belt. So we've got the redstone. Let's do this. Let's run over here. We're going to have to cast 2 iron ingots to get this conveyor belt going. Some molten iron. There we go. And I think another task I need to do is between episodes is just go ahead and empty this thing out, like cast all the ingot block nugget combos I can get to clear out this inventory, and then just start running all this iron ore through. Now, a previous viewer had said, hey, Piggy, why don't you look into ore doubling? I would love to, but the problem is I don't know how to do ore doubling in this. I think you're supposed to like be able to grind it into some kind of a dust that gives you double the dust you would normally get, and then you smelt that, but I'm not 100% certain on it. So if anybody knows how to make that happen, you put that down in the comment section. That'd be great. So conveyor belt, that'll get us 8. We should get an advancement. Conveyor belt, awesome, nice. Now, did that unlock something new? Something barred or blue? Nope, it didn't. But belts are great for transportation. Okay, so from there was some reason we needed to make, what was it called? A metal press? Okay, I think it was with this crafting table is why we were looking at making those star metal ingots. This is what it was. Collect blaze powder and use the metal press to convert them into blaze rods. So metal press. I think that is an immersive engineering thing. Let's go over here to the bookcase where we finally have got a central location for our books. I feel like there's a book missing right there. Materials and you, immersive engineering. There we go. Metal press. Look at that. It remembers the last thing I was looking at. That is awesome. So 2 steel scaffolding, 1 redstone engineering block, a piston, 2 conveyor belts, and 1 heavy engineering block is what we need to build this. Let's back up. Metal press. The metal press is an automated way of shaping metal. It uses a high-pressure piston to press a mold onto an ingot, forming it into a plate, rod, or other metal components. The structure is created as shown above. To form the multi-block, click the piston with an engineer's hammer. Power is input through the top, and items through the conveyors. So power goes through this block right here, it looks like. And you run things through. Maybe we right-click it and put it on the conveyor. Obviously in the direction of movement. So, like, these are moving this way. You wouldn't want to place your items here. They'd never go through the press. The lower middle block is the redstone control port. The lower middle block is that. Okay. Right-clicking it with an engineer's hammer allows you to invert the redstone control. So I guess what that means is if we were to click that, we would make the conveyor belt run the opposite direction, maybe? Maybe that's what that means. Under pressure. To actually work, the metal press requires a mold to be attached to the piston. These molds are created in the engineer's workbench using the blueprint displayed above. Molds are crafted as shown above with the wire cutter, taking some damage for every crafting operation. They are then inserted into the metal press by right-clicking the multi-block with a mold in hand. The packing and unpacking molds can be used to compress 4 or 9 of the same item into their relevant storage form, as well as unpack them again. This can be utilized to store ingots as blocks or automatically create simple blocks like sandstone. So we might not have to use that hammer and anvil anymore to tear up blocks. We could use it to break them down that way. Maybe that's what that means. So let's back this up. Was it simple machines? Heavy machines. Metal press. So these are all the things that we need to build. Oh, cool, I can move it around. So I've got conveyor belts. We've built that. Oh, and it gives me a check mark. Awesome. Now I wonder if that only works if it's in my inventory. Let's see here. Let's conveyor belt. We'll put you in. Whoa, did you see that? Maybe it's telling me like, oh, see, yeah, whenever I place it down, I get to decide what direction it's going to be functional in. Okay. So from... Yep. See, I have to have it in my inventory for it to show up. Okay, so that makes sense. Now, I know that we got... There's that lockup again. I know that we got pistons from somewhere in the Twilight Forest. So we should have those laying around. We should have those laying around. We should have those. I know I grabbed them. Alright, that does it. Filter time. A poison. That's how a southerner would say poison. You gotta get poison. Alright, so there. Okay, so that. Where do we want to place this? Well, okay, so that is a multi-block structure. That's what it is. We need a clean, open spot to start placing stuff. Let's just do this. That, 2 conveyor belts. Let's see, what else do we need? 2 steel scaffolding. 1 heavy engineering block. All right, so let's just go down the list. Steel scaffolding. What do we need for that? How do we make that? Not Stel. Steel scaffolding. Well, there's a lot of versions of it. So this. Crafting. 3 steel ingots and 3 steel rods will get us 6 of those. And we can chisel that to different, I guess just different looking versions of it. Okay. So, steel ingots are going to come from regular iron ingots. So we got that. I think I've got some of those actually cooking over there. These rods are going to be hammered from a steel plate. And a steel plate comes from a steel ingot. All right, so we need 6 steel ingots, basically. And 3 of those steel ingots, we're going to just hammer them down into rods, it looks like. So let's see. Nice. We did have enough. And I'm going to go ahead and just dump that stuff in there. Okay, so let's run back over here. That'd be cool. Pretty cool. We'll get one of these cool press things going, and then we won't need to do all this hammer time stuff anymore. So let's start with 1. I think that's going to give us 1 plate, correct? Now, will that 1 plate only give us 1 rod? Yes. So we need 2 more plates. Not like the stuff you eat off of. Put that in there, and then this will get us 2 rods. There we go. Come with me, please. Thank you very much. And then from here, that should let us make scaffolding. Nice. Sweet. Okay, so we got the scaffolding. Oh, a stinking Enderman. We actually need to fight that Enderman, I believe, because he might drop some Ender Dust stuff. Let's see. Do I have... I was going to say, I need like a safety block. Uh-oh. One block too short, Piggy. It's those stinking half slabs that got me, I think. Alright, I think we're going to be safe. Come here, you. Nope. Nope. No! Get up there! Yep. Oh, Piggy was slain by an Enderman and froze the game. Now, where did I die? How in the world did I manage to keep stuff still? I just don't get that. Yes, stinking stinker? I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to make ourselves a safer structure here real quick and seek our revenge. There we go. Now I think we're safe. You come back over here. We have unfinished business. So you sweep the leg. No, come on. You better drop something. There we go. Nice. Persistence pays off. Never give up. Never surrender. Although, you have to balance that. You really do. Because sometimes, it's better to lose a battle so you can win the war. So you have to remember that. Balance. Alright, so... we need one redstone engineering block. I get the feeling that's going to be a little bit detailed. So back this up. Redstone engineering block. Ooh, what is that? Redstone engine? Mm-hmm. So 4 iron plates. A vacuum tube. I think we've got a vacuum tube. Redstone alloy plate. How do you make a redstone alloy ingot? Molten redstone alloy. How do we make that? Maybe float over this and hit R for recipe. Smelting, alloying. There we go. So redstone, molten glowstone, molten constantan. How do you make constantan? Molten copper. Molten nickel. Is nickel? Yikes. Okay. So I get the feeling what I was thinking about doing is actually going to need to be done, which it would probably be a good idea. We go ahead and purge all this stuff so that then I can do some alloying and stuff and not have to worry about mixing up the wrong things. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a little quick edit here. I'm going to go ahead and clear this Tinker's smelter thing out. We're going to throw that. We don't have nothing to do with that anymore. Clean up my inventory a little bit here because some of this stuff is left over from previous episodes that we don't need right now. And I will meet you back over here and we're going to start doing some alloying and try to see if we can make this block, okay? So you just sit tight and we'll meet back right over here in just a moment. Alright everybody. It's empty. I have completely cleared it out. We got a whole bunch of mess going on down here. Awesome, awesome. Let's get you out of there because we're probably going to need to... That would have helped us immensely with the killing of the bad guy, I believe. The Enderman that we fought recently. Don't know where my helmet went. We'll find it later. Okay, so let's see here. What was it we were going to make? Some kind of redstone engineering block? That's what it was. So redstone engineering block. And we needed this alloy plate. Yeah, we know. We're trying to make you. So to cast that, you need redstone. Wait. One of these will make a plate. One ingot will... Okay, so I could just cast it so I don't have to go over there and beat up on that hammer. Okay, so to make this, you have to make molten redstone alloy. I need 144 millibuckets of molten constantan for one of these. And that comes from molten nickel and molten copper. So let's see here. Let's put a cluster of copper and a cluster of nickel in here. And that should give us the molten constantan. It's like when you get a tan and then you get a tan on top of it. You're just spending way too much time out in the sun, sir. And it never goes away. It's constant. It's a vigilant tan, so it's constantan. Yeah. Now, I've never actually watched this happen, or I don't think I've paid attention to observe it. So let's see what happens. Once both of these metals are in there, does it just instantly convert? Oh, it's like slowly converting, so I could shut down the process real quick. Okay, so now we have molten constantan. Now, if I'm not mistaken, from there, we can just make molten redstone and molten glowstone, right? So a dollop of redstone, a dollop of glowstone. And when those become molten, all this should go together and make one of those redstone things. So let's see here. A plate. What are we looking for a plate? Because I need to cast this into something, right? Oh, an ingot. Well, no, not just an ingot. I guess we could do the plate. Metal press mold plate. Plate cast. So let's do this. While that's... We'll turn our... Not a palte. I don't even know what that is. And we will filter for that. So there's nothing there. Nothing there. A sign plate, a large plate, an armor plate, a chest plate. What's just a regular plate cast? Alright, so let's back up and check casts. Plate cast. I never noticed that. Okay, so how do you make the plate cast? R for recipe. R for recipe. Alright, so let's do plate instead of cast. Maybe there's a stone plate we have to make. Where'd it go? I thought I just saw it. Steel pressure plate. There's 2 pages, that's what it is. Steel plate? Tomahogany? Tomahogany. Click on that. R for recipe. Casting. Consumes the cast. Iron plate, we could make it from molten brass or molten gold. So any one of those plates, it's going to get consumed, but it'll let us make a plate right here. So molten constantan, and what is this? Molten redstone alloy. We got 2 ingots out of it. So I think we need to do 2 more of those. So we'll just have to hammer time these for now because I'll need to make a plate later. I don't have the molten material in there to make that. So while that is going, we want to choose the redstone alloy. Let's go ahead and make 2 ingots of that. I think I need 4 in total, right? Redstone. I remember what it looks like, but I don't remember what it was called. Where did it go? That. The engineer's block. We need 4 of them. And 1 ingot makes 1. So that. And let's go and unclick that. Okay, so. Oh, keep going. You got this. Poop. Poop. 2 molten. Awesome. Okay, so we'll do 2 more. And it seems like it cools off pretty quick. I like that. So 1 more. There we go. You know what I noticed? Do we just not have sound? I guess we do. There's just nothing making sound. Okay. Fair enough. So we'll pop those in there. We'll get that hammer time ready. Nope. Nope. Get back in there. There we go. 3, 4. Okay, so we got the 4 plates. Then we need iron plates. 4 iron plates. I've got some steel right there. Do I have any more iron? I thought I did. 3 and then 1 block. Let's run over here. I might have some iron in here. No, looks like we're going to have to start like condensing all of our metals as well. Kind of get a little bit more organization going on. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, don't nothing break on me, please. Whoop, there we go. And then we've got one of those vacuum tubes over here, if I'm not mistaken. Now, also between clips, I went ahead and threw some more iron over here to make steel. That's what I was afraid of, that we were going to run out, and I don't have any more coal coke as well. So, vacuum tube. And we'll make one of these blocks. Awesome. Whoop. No advancement. Okay, so we're going to need to make some more coal coke so we can get some more steel, because the next block we have to make is a little complex. There's a little bit of stuff going on to it. Look at this. I've got black quartz ore right here, and I went to the beneath last episode and wasted all that time. There's that helmet. Let's go ahead and take that with us, just so I don't forget it. And let's take some of this coal. Now, I've found some other coal veins, so I'm not too concerned about dumping this coal in here. I know some of y'all might be losing your mind and saying, Piggy, don't do all of it. You're going to need it for something. We're going to let that convert while we figure out this last multi-block piece, this right here. A heavy engineering block. So let's back this up. Why heavy? I don't know. Probably because it's made of a whole bunch of stuff. What is that? Heavy plated shield. Okay. All right, so a heavy engineering block. So 4 steel ingots and then 2 steel mechanical components. Oh, this is going to give us 2 of these. Okay. So one of these needs 4 steel plates. And we need 2 of those. So that's 8 steel plates. 9, 10, 11, 12 ingots in total. So I think I've got, okay, 3 minus 12 is 9. And that's 9. And you're going to take forever. All right, so I know we've got 2 pistons over here in these chests. I think we do. Let's find out. I'd really stink to have to run back to the Twilight Forest just because we didn't pick up enough pistons. Nice. Oh, we're about to run out, though. We've only got 1 left. So we've got that and that. An electrum ingot. What's electrum made from? It's an alloy. Silver grit? Oh, maybe this is that ore doubling they were talking about. So, no, wait. Silver cluster converts to 1 grit. A crusher, ooh, look. A crusher is what's going to start giving us ore doubling. Or convert that back into grit. Okay, quartz grindstone will only give us that. Okay, so that's probably where we're going to be able to start doing ore doubling. So that makes sense. So let's go back here. We need a gold ingot and a silver ingot. How do you make silver? Is silver just a straight up silver cluster? Okay, so silver and gold. Silver and gold. Silver and gold. Wow, that's almost that time of year, too. Platinum, aluminum, silver. Nice. I can't remember. Is it 1 cluster equals 1 ingot? Let's double check. Did we already... Okay, we do have gold. I don't know that we've... Okay, we got 10. And And this is empty. Let's go and just throw 1 silver in. I can't remember if we've made any silver anything yet. I don't think so. Are you almost melted? I would think that silver would melt pretty quick. Geolosis. 1 ingot. Okay, cool. So that and that, we'll put that in the alloy kiln, and that will give us an electrum, I think it's called. Let's see here. Do you have any fuel? Yes, you do. You've got fuel. How about you? Yeah, that works. So that and that should give us the electrum ingot. That'll give us 2 of them. Okay. We only need 1. So basically what we're waiting on, let's see, I'm going to need 2 copper ingots. Oh, that was quick. Wow, okay. 2 copper ingots. So we're just kind of stuck now waiting for all this steel. So I'll tell you what we can do. Hopefully this has converted some of this. Nice, we got 2 coal coke. Let's go and put that in there. What do you use slag for? Is there a recipe? I mean, not a recipe. Is there a use for slag? Let's check that while we're waiting for this to convert. Slag. R. U for use. Oh! You can use it to make concrete or asphalt. Or you can run slag through a crusher to make sand. Okay, so there is... It's not like a completely pointless item. You can use it for something. So that's good. Okay, so I've got 5 pieces of steel. I think we need, what, 9? It was called a heavy engineer's block. What are these? What is a... Oh, experience a heavy bout. Okay, that's why the word heavy shows up. So, 4 steel ingots. So we need 8 ingots to make these plates. And I've got 5, so we need 3 more. We need 2 more. We can get 2 more, and then we can let the rest of these cook while that's going. So while this is happening, let's just check our advancements and see what we're trying to accomplish. We're trying to make blaze rods. For some reason, I guess once we make a blaze rod, it's going to matter as far as maybe running a machine or something like that. But let's see here. Craft a redstone engine to begin powering your buildcraft pipes. Find and collect nether warts, most commonly found in a nether fortress. Use the bone hoe to till dirt and also for tilled soul sand. Okay, that's interesting. Modularity. The modular machine controller is the main block needed in every modular machinery machine. Check the blueprint recipes for how to build each structure. So a redstone engine is something we're going to need. Wow, you're taking forever and you ran out of fuel. Got to just keep feeding the machine, I guess is what it is. Keep going, keep going. Yeah, we might be stuck here for a little bit doing this. So let's see here. A redstone machine. Is that right? Block of redstone. Redstone max upgrade. Redstone latch. What was it called? Come down here. Redstone engine. I don't see one. Alright, back up. Let's just type in the word engine and see what comes up. Redstone engineering block. Light engineering block. Heavy. Coal engine. Advanced thermal engine. A mechanical pig. A creative engine. A tiny coal engine. A coal engine. I don't see a redstone engine. Is that a piston? Engine fragment. It's like you blow up your motor. And I think these are all different pieces that go to like that flying mechanism thing we'll eventually be able to build. There's one. Uh-oh. It's the other thing I was worried about. If this thing gets full of creosote, we have to use a bucket to empty it out, but then we have to place it somewhere, right? In immersive engineering... there was fluid barrels, wasn't there? A wooden barrel. How do we make that? 3, 4, 5 treated planks and 3 treated half slabs? And I don't remember where in the world I put all the treated wood. Okay, that. So I did unload the regular backpack over here. Oh, that's nether brick. That's not treated wood. Sooty marble. Wait, was the gold backpack right there? Sure was. Okay. So from here, we've got 4 treated planks. A little bit more iron. That'll always come in handy. I don't even know where I put the, what do you call it? What am I looking for? Bucket. Ooh. Coal coke. All right, so let's do this. Let's get a bucket because we're going to need to make some treated wood anyway. So we can kind of keep the process going a little bit here. What I don't know is, does this thing remember? Oh, good, there's 9. Does it, like, will the progress bar stop and wait if we run out of fuel? Or do we end up wasting fuel by doing this? That's what I don't know. So that will get us 2 buckets of creosote and start that process. This should get us a bunch of treated planks and some half slabs. And then what was it? This and that for a barrel. There we go. Awesome. And then we'll place the barrel right there. And let's see here. Let's see if we can remember how to do this. 2,000 out of 12. Okay, we got this. Nice. Why are you not, oh, that was weird. It's like it hung up for a second. Okay, there's 6,000 in there right now. I've almost got this thing emptied out. That's cool. I think there's supposed to be like an auto way to do this as well. Not to fill this, but to get this out of here. Okay, so that's going to free that up to keep making some coal coke. Does charcoal work? What? It does. Okay, maybe it was coal coke gives us a better... Yeah, see, look how quickly that gets consumed. So let's do a test. We'll take that out. Does this stay put? Okay, cool, it does. So it remembers its progress. So we can just keep adding fuel to it. Now, I think this thing you have to manually add fuel. It'd be cool if we could pipe it straight over to here. But I think this block in the description, it said that this thing has to be manually interacted with. So come on, you just a little bit more and we can get this thing cooking and run off because we're going to have to hammer out 9 of these into plates. Then hopefully we might actually get this press up and running. Now the problem is I don't have a power source to send to it. We'll just do that. Ain't nobody got time for that. We ain't got time to wait around. We'll just have to make some more coal coke and worry about it later. Okay, so fingers crossed that this thing is not going to shatter on me. I think the key to making this thing last as long as possible is to only hammer when there's stuff to hammer. Because I think this thing will let us hammer even if there's nothing on the anvil. See? And it could potentially let us tear things up. Where did the last plate go? I thought I had 9 ingots in there, didn't I? That's really weird. Okay, so stone mallet, I think is what that was. Mallet. There we go. 1 piece of stone, 1 stick and 1 stone to break your bone. But words still can ever hurt me. Just got to remember that. That's a silly little saying that words can never hurt you. They actually can. Words can be quite painful. Where did the stick go? Did I not put it in my inventory? No. 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 Is the game eating things now? Did I end up placing a stick in the storage over there? Maybe that's what happened. I didn't pay attention. And I accidentally clicked it and put a stick in there. Alright, so one more ingot. There we go. Maybe when the ingot transferred through, I accidentally picked it up. So I think this is going to give us everything we need. At least we'll be able to make the machine. That would be cool. So we can see what this multi-block machine thing is supposed to be like. Alright, cool. We've got enough. Wait, I've got 3 steel ingots. Don't we need 4? Okay, so somehow I lost something. So we might have to convert one more. Heavy engineer's block. We need 4. And I've got 3. So let's go and we'll just make one more. Why not? You just keep converting. And while that's doing that, let's go ahead and make this. So we can make 2 of those. Can we make one more? Okay. I didn't want to like craft as many as possible and consume the wrong amount of goods. So the only thing we're missing is 1 steel ingot. Sweet. I wonder if this thing makes a bunch of racket when you turn it on. Okay, and while that's converting, we need to make sure we have our engineer's hammer with us. That would probably be a good tool to leave over there. Which means I'll need to find either a drying rack, or we could just leave it in the chest for now. Let's go and grab this stuff, because we will need that. We can grab this, because that's immersive engineering, and it can stay over there with that stuff. I don't know what we're going to use you for. Where did I put that stinking engineer's hammer? There it is. Okay, we'll leave the rest of that for now. And we'll wear a helmet that's pointless to wear because it's damaged. But we'll do that so that it frees up an inventory slot pretty much. Okay, there we go. So let's build our heavy engineering block. Awesome. So we got that. So we can put that in there. We do need the hammer. It's hammer time. Okay, so let's look and see what we got going on. So we're going to put 2 conveyor belts. So let's just kind of build it right here. We can move it later if we need to. Wait a minute. Those conveyor belts go on something, don't they? Oh, yeah, they do. Okay, so 2 scaffold. So it's going to go scaffold, scaffold, conveyor belt, that way. Okay, look. I don't know if this is registering on YouTube. Notice how there's like a crisscross line. So depending on which quadrant I point at, that's where the arrow goes. So that's how you control that when you put that down. Okay. We're going to put the redstone block, the piston facing down. That'll be slightly tricky to do. Ooh, that's kind of weird the way that's drawing. Let's see here. Let's do this. We'll put up 2 pieces of scaffolding. Then we'll break these. Did I pick them up? Okay. Whew. Look at that. I've got a steel plate in my inventory. I knew something happened crazy. It's like the game kind of glitched out or something. You get out of here. You're messing with us. So we'll do that. A heavy engineer's block goes on top. So let's get this scaffolding out of here. You get out of there. And that does that. You go away too, sir. Maybe when we right-click it, these will quit glitching out. No? Oh, there we go. Oh, cool. Now it's a solid block. Now, can I break this? Should I break this? Could I break this and then replace it as a block? That's what I'm scared of. Would I destroy it? Would I have to rebuild the... Yeah, I'm almost half tempted to go into a creative world and make one of these and then break it and see what happens, because that took a lot of materials. I don't want to break that and then it not work. So let's see here. From there, from having that thing set up, what does the book tell us? Click the piston with an engineer's hammer. That makes it turn into a multi-block item. Power is input through the top, and items through the conveyors. The lower middle block is the redstone control port. Right-clicking it with an engineer's hammer allows you to invert the control. So let's see what happens. Right-click it. It's inverted. Not inverted. Okay. Is there a GUI? Can I right-click on this and interact with it in some way? No. Okay, so we need to make a blaze rod, right? Let's see here. L. Travel to the nether, collect blaze powder, and use the metal press to convert them into blaze rods. Metal press. So, nope. Let's do immersive engineering. And let's look for, okay, metal press mold rod. Steel plates, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steel plates with an engineer's wire cutter and a blueprint. Which blueprint? That blueprint was in the book, wasn't it? There we go. 1 steel plate, 3 dye powder, and 3 paper. I don't know that we have all that material over here. 1 blue dye powder, 1 piece of paper, and some blaze powder. Okay. So we got a little bit of off-work camera to do to gather up some more of these materials to make a stinking blueprint. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think what I'm going to do is save up, or not save up, I'm going to go gather up enough materials so that I can make myself all the different blueprints we need. Let's see how many blueprints we're going to need. Immersive, let's do blue print. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blueprints. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Oh, there's 2 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4. Common projectiles, specialized projectiles, arc furnace electrodes. That's weird that it's showing 5 up here and 4 right here. So let's just go in and assume 5. Okay, so 5 blueprints we're going to need. Oh, that's Steve carts. That's modular machinery. Okay, that's something else. So we'll need 15 pieces of paper, 15 blue dye, and then these assorted HOP graphite dust. Okay. And all these different things. So that's what I'm going to do in between episodes is I'm going to make all those materials, and then next episode we can craft ourselves some blueprints, and then we can start moving forward with creating different stuff here. I really want to break this thing and see what happens, but I also don't at the same time. U is where power goes. IF. If only we knew how to get power. We're probably going to have to run power from that to this somehow. I don't know how. Does it tell us in here how to do power? You got the power. Power wires and generators. Basic wiring. Pages and oh gosh. Yeah. All kinds of crazy stuff. Man, so we got plenty of stuff we need to do so that we can keep advancing, so that we can get ourselves bang zoom up there to the moon. So if you enjoyed this episode, please click that like button. If you want to see more of these as I release them, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell to be notified when videos come out. I'm going to start gathering up materials to make those blueprints and start figuring out some of this other stuff, and I hope to see you in the next episode.